I have my fingers crossed and I have a lot of faith in this team that we will find success. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but I truly believe this group of players can be the best at some point throughout this year. I believe in them, I have high hopes for them, and hopefully you do too. And hopefully you will continue to support 100 Thieves and be a fan of this team.
CWL London is one of the major Call of Duty tournaments that you can win a championship in. There are 16 pro teams in the main bracket, and then there's an open tournament for all the amateur teams. Obviously massive for whoever can win it.
I remember after Fort Worth when we lost because Priestley got sick, what if, like what could have happened? And London was here before I knew it.
First time in London, I was kind of excited to play. I definitely saw this as a chance to make up for what happened in Fort Worth. It definitely was not a good feeling, and I just wanted to prove to myself and prove to everyone that we could actually win that event.
We didn't play for a little bit after Pro League. I think we took about like a 4 or 5 day break just because that's what most teams do. But I mean, the break sucked, man. Our practice for about the first week was terrible.
It was actually kind of frustrating as a team. We weren't getting much done. And being in like the coaching role as well, it was definitely not fun.
Me and Chris got on one day and had a talk and was like, yo guys, we're starting to slack off a little bit too much. We need to start getting back on top of it. And then we had a good 2 weeks of practice leading up to the event.
We knew this event was going to be a huge one, not only for our confidence, but also just because it's going to be one of the biggest majors of the whole year. That was our motivation going into it, and I think that helped a lot for us to make sure we stay on our form.
I would think the only bad thing about international events is that we had to travel so far. So I'd rather stay in the States, but traveling somewhere new is always fun.
Going into this event, it started on Friday. We got here on Tuesday to get used to the jet lag. And then we also had the boot camp at the Red Bull Gaming Sphere with Splice. It helped us a lot. We got over that jet lag, and it really helped us, I think, into the tournament.
Going to London, my only hope for the team was a tournament victory. I really thought this was going to be the first one that we had the true potential to win. We were super confident going in. The team's been playing amazing, and we were expecting a win for sure.
I feel like I'm in the middle. Like, you gotta scoop this way, bro. But then it's like, oh. That's good, that's good. Wait, you want me? Let's go.
It is approximately 1:29. We're probably playing like 30 minutes or so. Excited to watch the matches. We have a very long day ahead. That guy's about to play very well. Pressure's on, Sam. Pressure's on.
Live for it.
He lives for it.
It's one of the harder groups I've been in general. OpTic, who's looking like one of the favorites going into the event. E6, who's like a sleeper team, could beat anyone at any point. And then you had Rec, who's a really good European team. I figured would have like the home crowd on their side for sure, and they did. So going into it, I was like, all right, well, we're gonna have to start off the tournament hot because we can't afford to be in losers again.
What do you think of this crowd reaction that's happening behind you when you say you're a 100 Thieves fan?
Oh, it's expected. It's expected.
Blues there in the background, a little bit to be expected. We are ready to head into 100 Thieves versus Reciprocity.
Point gets taken down by Sean. Kenny's trying to find a kill through the front. He finds both. Finding kills of their own. Kenny once again with the flying jump punch. We're not playing down. Oh my God, third in a row. Kenny from behind. The defenses have crumbled.
100 Thieves coming out on top.
There's 2 now left for 100 Thieves for Rec to get the clean 3-0 in control, and that's it.
The Reciprocity, they need to stop this. They need to stop this halfway in its tracks.
The internet went out in the venue. We're gonna be here a while.
There was a little pause, and we were sitting there for a while. The internet went out, but we were all just keeping our cool, just waiting for the match to go back up. And then as soon as it went back up, we came back out with fire.
Now Octane with the Tempest in the back. A perfect catch there on a Zeddy. Change 3!
As well, potentially unlocks it right here, right now. 4 go down.
How does it feel to come in and beat Reciprocity here on their home turf?
We had the crowd cheering against us the whole time, so it hurt a little bit. But, no, it felt good.
We got a good match there. So make sure you guys come out hot off this break. Make sure you guys play your trades, wait for each other, do everything you guys know what you got to do. Yeah, we're freaks on freak, baby. baby. Good job, P-Dog. Sam, shooting pretty straight. Optic 1, I think.
We're both 2-0. They're both.
Oh yeah, so we're out. Let's go. Good job. All right, let's go hard this last match though. Let's go. Yo, Ian, you were getting a few first bloods in search. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
A couple.
So we go to our match versus OpTic. It was a big deal for me. I know that the match didn't really mean much because no matter what seed you have, 1 or 2, it doesn't matter because you're gonna play a good team. You know, everyone gives me a hard time for trying to play up this rivalry, but I actually want to comment on that really quickly.
So this has been one of the most anticipated matches of the day, but if you look back,
everyone wants to say that I'm hyping up this rivalry or I'm making a big deal of a match that doesn't matter or these two teams don't have any history, whatever the case may be. It's fine for you to say those things. I disagree with them, but for me, this matchup versus OpTic and 100 Thieves is incredibly important to me. It is a rivalry in my mind. It's my former team. I built the damn team with Hector and Scum for 5 years, okay? And for you to tell me how much it's supposed to mean is just ignorant. It's stupid, it's silly. I want to beat OpTic more than any team that exists.
so they're both coming in with victories off those matches. Well, here we go. OpTic Gaming, 100 Thieves. Should be a bloodbath. On the 100 Thieves side, it's really just been Kenny and Octane. You think if Enable turns it around, they're right back into this.
42 and 27 from Octane. 4 more seconds in it for 100 Thieves. They're about to close out map number 1.
Priesty gets the kill, gets away, can't get the heal off.
Good push from 100 Thieves. Octane finds 1. Karma though, able to
Streak stays alive. He's getting closer and closer to streaks. Can they serve him up an easy one? They do just that. Karma crushing 100 Thieves. Won it all towards the front. Able to get TJ through the broken side. TJ though hasn't missed a bullet with this ICR. They've still got the added HP on multiple players and well, a little extra health, a little extra love on the tail end of one of those gunfights.
And it's all green in the kill feed.
That could be it. That could be it. No one able to get in, and OpTic get revenge.
The match didn't really mean much, but it still meant a lot to me. In fact, after we ended up losing, I'll show you, I threw my phone. I meant to hit the ottoman and it fell and hit the wall. And I don't know how I missed the ottoman throwing the phone, but I'm not gonna lie, sitting at home, I was nervous. I was thinking to myself, we played pretty well in that match and OpTic got the better of us. So I was expecting us to win London. And after we lost, I was just thinking to myself, man, this is gonna be a really tough tournament if OpTic's playing this well.
Wait, Sam, did you how did you call out Stag? He said Stag.
When we lost to OpTic, I mean, I was a little disappointed that we lost, obviously. We just talked about it backstage real quick, went over some things that we do differently next time, and learned from it.
Dude, I don't know. That looks so weird. Imagine if you just see me on the down this part of this. I was excited to go up against E-United in Winners Bracket Round 1, just because we had played them a bunch online. They are a new team, I guess you could call them, because they did pick up Simp.
The guys were super confident going into Saturday. I think I was more anxious than they were because online leading up to it, E-United had actually smoked us in a few scrims. So I was a little anxious going in, but these guys have a ridiculous amount of confidence.
Love God. Great to see you here. Great to see you everywhere. It is I, the run it up guy. Like that? Yo, you look like a coach of a soccer team right now. If you had like slacks on, you
can talk to me.
Don't talk to me, cuz.
Listen, mother.
I got to bleep all that out, guys. Can we get a fine on the coach?
How's Sam today?
Oh, you're
United with just 4 lives left. Are they even going to get close to the hill? I don't think they're going to be able to touch it. 100 Thieves assert their dominance here in London. 3-0.
So overall, how are you feeling about where you're at as far as your team and how you guys have been performing this event?
I'm feeling really good. I feel like if we keep playing how we just did right there, we can easily walk away with a chip.
All right, thank you so much. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. For now, back on over to Katie at the desk.
You got a kill. No.
Oh, I had no ammo. Oh!
one dog. I was actually not ready to.
I touched way too much of your tongue on accident there. I gotta wash my hands, man.
I'm here with Mud Dog from 100 Thieves. You guys have been playing pretty well lately. How do you feel overall about how the squad's doing?
Super confident with how the team's doing. They're playing really well today. This match is exciting for us. If they win, we're guaranteed top 3, and that'll be 100 Thieves' highest placing in Call of Duty so far. We really want that championship, but that's the next step that we have to overcome there.
So I think the biggest surprise of the tournament for me was Gen G, because when that team formed, they were like the best team in the game, I think, at the beginning. Like, they formed a really good team. Like, I want to give Gen G a lot of credit. You know, you have players that never really had a shot, and they ran with it. They formed, and they've been great throughout the entirety of Black Ops 4. So they're in first place in Division A in the Pro League. We're obviously in first in Division B. And so I knew with the way that Gen G was playing at London that this was going to be a tough match, man.
You got Mox picking up kills because he's overpacking elbow, and well, Mox is just going to pick up all the kills, but the double nade does the job in there. Thieves does have a bit of a pinch getting set up. Doesn't last very long though, and Boy wins the difficult gunfight on Kenny. That means Gen G gets there first. They have the Tempest as well. Keep in mind, Prisa, he's going to be thinking about the grab slam, but he connects with nothing.
Oh, that's 2 wasted grab slams so far. War Machine is out for Major Maniac. A team kill comes through. Now it's going to get scrappy. M-Boy tries to fly forward. A team kill comes through for Gen G. It's 2 more points, and that'll be that. A triple kill from Havoc with first round of game 2 underway. Obtaining that sniper.
Everyone's just surging forward. Gen G wants to pressure the sniper, take him down. The trades are not in quick enough. Envoy.
Now Octane trying to push forward. He's going to be isolated in a 1v2. He needs to at least find the first. Dancing and darting with death. Enable challenges and Major Maniac wins the gunfight.
Chris came up after and like heard me yelling at them and was like, yeah, guys, like he's right. Like we're playing scared. We're letting them play their game.
It was definitely the first time I've been in a spot like this where it was like the team is struggling, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and I basically walked up there and the first thing I actually heard, other than a couple arguments going throughout the players, was Sam takes a big deep breath and he goes,
I refuse to lose this series. We're not losing to this.
It's all good. Drop the search, drop the hard point, we'll talk about it later. For now, focus on these next 3. If you guys win this map, if you make it to map 5, this is over. It's Arsenal S&D map 5, we're not losing it to them. Bro, just communicate and be confident. What you guys said yesterday after we learned, yo, if you see them, be confident in the hallways. Square up. You're better than all of these players. You know what I'm saying? Square up with these guys. Don't play this map like you're scared of these guys. Let them come to you. Win your gunfights. Yeah, win your gunfights. Let's go. You guys got this. Play with confidence here.
It's just trades on trades. Enable trying to play his life because him and Slasher, this is 100 Thieves saying, we just want to kill you relentlessly. Third tick is going to be through. The only way to get a reverse sweep is to lose the first 2 maps. And 150-point lead now for 100 Thieves. Just doing our due diligence before we see that R2. Both are spectacular, and this is why we expected to go to game 5s, and they're able to break through, get the final kill in the
Priest for 100 Thieves, push forward, looking to try and be aggressive. There's the first shot punch. He's done well to stay alive. Priest with 2. Priest looking for 3. Can he find? We'll find one, but he's team killed. It's so unfortunate. And with 26 seconds left.
I think we're all like sitting there with like a sigh of relief, like wow, we just dodged a bullet there, like we would have been a loser's bracket. Usually when you win an event, there's always one series at the event where it's just super struggle to win because you're not playing very well, but you still have to find a way to win it.
I actually like had the feeling that we were gonna win. It wasn't even like, oh, we can win this. I like knew we were gonna win. It was such a weird feeling, I can't explain it.
Being in winners finals is a great feeling. That's like when you wake up on that Sunday morning and you're like, all right, like we can win this tournament. It's a lot easier to wake up and be like, all right, 2 series and the tournament's ours. So.
Going into the OpTic match, this is the one that really mattered. It's the winners finals, and I feel like this is the most important match of any tournament. It sets yourself up to win, because if you win the match, you have to be beaten twice in the grand finals. Both teams knew the stakes were higher than the league match or the pool play match. Like, this is the one that actually mattered. Those two matches were thrown out the window at this point.
Every time we play against OpTic, it's just a storyline match. The maps are always insane.
Winners bracket finals. I didn't sleep at all. To be one match away from the grand finals was just really exciting. Just really, really exciting. And I could not wait to match up against OpTic one more time.
It's time, London. Are we ready? OpTic, 100 Thieves.
Our match versus OpTic begins, but the one thing that stood out to me the most was the maps that we were able to get against that team. Game 1 was Arsenal Hardpoint.
When we played them, we had the opportunity to pick Arsenal Hardpoint, which is one of our best maps. And we didn't pick that. And I think that made them feel that we weren't as strong on it as we used to be. So when we got back to the winners finals, they actually left it in there again and we were able to pick it. Slasher and Crowder are the two that really handle our vetoes. They work 50-50 on it. It was Slasher's call to really handle the vetoes this way. We were definitely playing some mind games.
Watching the flank, he gets one. He has a little bit of help from Dashi, but here come the Thieves charging forward. They're going to push TJ to the outskirts of the map. He can't get it done. Kenny finds 3.
The turret that is Slasher though with the War Machine. Already found himself a double. No flak jacket for OpTic Gaming. Slap, Scum, Dashi, TJ.
Grim's going to put him down. Enable, trying to level the playing field as he does on 2. And here we go. Kenny trying to hit the back. 45 seconds left and 100 Thieves. They still retain control.
Looking to break through. TJ with the double. Karma answers one as well. But Octane
was still on the point. 100 Thieves. They're holding the line. They hold the line.
OpTic is such a good team. No matter what, it's going to be a hard match. I kind of knew that. I expected that, and that's exactly what we got.
Get to Search and Destroy, they kicked the shit out of us. That made me nervous. I mean, it wasn't even close.
They're chasing him down. Enable's got to back up now. That's top heaven clear, and here comes OpTic.
He'll find one for his business, but Dashi is going to put him 6 feet under. Dashi might be in your top pocket. Dashi, he's going to spot one. It's going to be Priest, but he's biding his time. Is he just frags all around? Yes, it is!
It's going to be another 4v1, and Dashi!
It's a little bit too far, and the bomb is going to go down, and Karma's going to find Octane, and that's going to be a victory for the Green Wall. Search and destroy.
Let's go, OpTic! Let's go, OpTic! Let's go, OpTic!
Big shots out of Kenny. Oh, Enable finds a clean 2. Progress at B, second tick, and oh my. This round is all but done. I mean, where's OpTic? It's over! They got a 10-life lead. Dashi's up top. They're cleaning house right now as the second tick is about to go their way.
4 for 100 Thieves as Octane does fall. And TJ with the double. They're going to slide on in, and surely it is all but over as TJ in a row. Oh, big.
Dashi finds perfect teamwork. TJ, 17 and 7.
Round 1 was dominant, round 2 was pretty dominant too, but this is OpTic Gaming.
Throughout that entire control, we were kind of like, all right, like it's looking like in your favor, and then I'm like, no, it looks like OpTic's gonna win, and we're going back and forth. And then it got to that point where Kenny like had to flank around blue and make that play, and at first I was like, yeah, there's just no chance like OpTic loses this, and we were both sitting there like, this is OpTic's game. And all of a sudden, you see Kenny's like kills just light up the feed. 1, 2, 3, and me and Tyler were looking at each other. We were like, what is going on?
Kenny pulls off a 4-piece, kills start trading, and then all of a sudden he's in a one-on-one versus Karma. We lose this one-on-one, we lose the control. We're probably gonna lose that series.
Before the series started, Damon shot his body, I think in the pool play match, and Ken didn't like that. So before the series started, he was pretty confident. I'm not going to say what he was saying, obviously. I died in control. When you die your last life, you get to 3P wherever your body is. As a 1v1, and I was like looking around trying to find him. And I saw that it was Damon, and I just looked at Ken and go, Ken, you're against Damon in a 1v1, kill him.
It's one-on-one! Karma in a one-on-one! It's not over yet!
Karma and Kenny, the time is ticking. 1.3 seconds. It's got to be Kenny. Kenny gets the triple. Kenny saves the day, and Kenny.
At that moment, I literally just blanked out and kind of just won the 1v1. It was a hype 1v1. Kind of just wanted to win the 1 and gun him. It was a kind of a confidence thing. I don't lose my 1s most of the time. Pretty hyped. I mean, I knew that after we won that round that they were going to lose composure, and it was kind of like a free road from them.
Watching stairs, dashing out 1v1. Priest finds 2 with a slam.
Time's ticking down, 20 seconds left on the clock. OpTic Gaming are building a brick wall here in front of them, and no one is getting past. Dashi's finding the kills. The time is just simply against them. They're gonna slide in with 0.3 seconds left on the clock. It's a 7v9. They still can't do it, but they need to stay alive.
5 to 3, 100 Thieves now with a chance to capture the point. It's going back and forth. It all comes down to 100 Thieves have done it.
I blacked out. I blacked out. And then we get to hard point. I knew we needed to win that hard point. We did not want to play Search and Destroy Game 5 against this team.
Deep water, one shot, absolute freeze. I don't fucking see him. One jump down. 2 in water, there's 2 deep water. There's 2 in water. Play left.
10 seconds for the win. We do have an empty hard point. The battle upstairs, Slashers winning it. 5 for the win. After tragedy in Fort Worth, destiny arrives.
How did you manage to pull that off?
1v1 versus me and Damon. He put this on Twitter and I had to shut him down.
You are so close to the finish line. How are you feeling as far as energy and stamina and all that goes?
Feeling great. Obviously, we lost to them in pool play. So it was good to get a rematch and I guess extend the series to 2-1 versus them. Feeling good, feeling confident as always. Thinking we're gonna take this one home.
Love to hear it. Thank you so much. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. Back over to Katie at the desk.
My eyes lit up.
Listen, we went back to the lounge when the match started. I looked at Cap and Tommy. I was like, I saw Kenny in the warm-up. He's choke slamming them this series. Look, get this chip, bro. Look, I'm not gonna juju you anymore. We're out of here. Close this out though.
Wait, you get so Chris?
Here, kill it. You want the whole thing?
We fucking won it, dude. We beat them on Hacienda. We beat OpTic Gaming in the winners bracket finals. 100 Thieves for the first time ever was moving on to the grand finals at a major tournament. I don't think you guys can ever understand how happy I was and how great that made me feel.
This grand finals was everything for these guys. They wanted to win this for Nade and myself and the 100 Thieves organization, John Robinson, so bad. These guys understand what it means to us here at 100 Thieves to win our first championship, and they've been with us since the start, and we've been preaching the importance. So they were so motivated just to do that on top of win it for themselves. It was really an incredible thing to see.
Game now, so who knows who's gonna win. Like, we got 2 teams who've been playing amazing today. United haven't dropped the map, and 100 Thieves, they have to lose twice.
CWL London! We're at that final stage of the tournament now. It all boils down to this moment.
So all I really told the guys before we played that United match, like, I don't really say too much when I go up there. They were kind of all in their zone, so I didn't want to say anything to make them laugh or just keep them in their zone. So all I really told them was, make sure you come out this first map, this break off with some fire. Make sure you guys do your thing. You guys know what you're capable of.
Here we go, it is grand final time.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily exciting, you know, with the climb to being the best team in the world compared to where we're at right now. It just gives me more motivation to grind and prove everyone wrong.
It's just being done with the ICR at range. Him and Enable, combo to get inside. It's Enable's hot streak continues, now up to 20 and 12.
Seems like he has a lot of confidence against this United team.
Whether I'm the leader or not, we just need to sit down and listen. If it doesn't work, that's my fault. And I'm gonna continue working as hard as I have, if not harder, and hopefully get back on top soon.
You can see they're going the way of the 100 Thieves. Slasher, he wins another one. He's 26 and 13.
Goals for the season, at least win 1 chip, be the best team in the game at some point, you know, just continuously get better and better.
Yeah, Priesta just locked inside of 18, a big one-on-one for him, and now a grab slam available. They can go for the jugular here and close it out.
The more we play, the more we work on those things, and if we want to win as a team, we just have to get past that standard, which is getting past the Spice and United standard.
Almost immediately, but Slasher and Kenny, they find kills in pairs, and that is 4 down, make it 5 down. What a moment for 100 Thieves.
I'm confident. I mean, I don't know, we're a lot better than our record of a flex. And I think a lot of people know that. We've made strides since the roster change, and we're stacking up pretty well.
You need one more break. One more if you're United. Simp able to find 2 behind the cluster. 8 more seconds. Simp finds 3. They have to contest. Slasher with the War Machine. He gets taken down. They can't win here. They cannot win here. United are in though, and they've got the left side of the minimap. This one's going down to the wire, Joe. Simp's got the War Machine up. Big one-on-one win by Enable. On the Clayster. He's going to get him up top. You have to get off the hill. If you're United, you have to get off of it. You have to rotate inside of this house. Simp behind his War Machine. Can he break? He's only going to find 1 and get taken down. But the trades, they're coming through. Kenny though with the headshot, they're in the hard point. Just 2 more points needed. There's no contest. And we've got a new champion. It is 100 Thieves that do it.
It's now time to bring out your champion, so please make some noise. Welcome to the stage, your CWL London champions, 100 Thieves!
On behalf of Astro Gaming, I'd like to present the Astro Gaming MVP to Octane!
You can't beat it. It's like a day that's gonna live forever, I think, for 100 Thieves. Like, what a moment.
Come here, guys, come here, fam.
Oh, for Kyle.
Oh, right away, just everyone I walked up to, all the players, like, we won 100 Thieves first chip, we won the chip, we did it. Like, they know how much this meant to us.
Is it weird the first thing I thought of was Matt? Is that weird? I was like, damn, bro, you're welcome. There's never been an organization that I've been on that I wanted to win for more than myself. I don't even want to win MVP, man. I wanted Ken to win it, and he's been through some shit, man. People hated him, people thought that we should have dropped him instead of Jay. People have had a lot of opinions about him, and just the improvements that he's made, I'm proud of him.
Pretty dope just because of the fact that Need's been begging us to win him one. I don't know, it was an amazing feeling just because, like I said, our team's been criticized since day 1 when we made the team, even before this game even came out. So to win an event and kind of like shush out all the haters was pretty fun.
All the hard work and practice and hours of practice like finally paid off, and like not being on stage but like still being a part of the win. I've never been a part of a team like that hasn't won a championship and like doing it like the first time for them. So it was awesome.
It takes me a while for me to realize that we actually did it and we actually won, but I just want to continue to win and continue to improve. But we just got to keep grinding and keep staying where we're at and stay ahead of other teams.
This is one of the few teams that I've been on where we hang out outside of the game a lot too, and like really good friends. We're having fun with it, which is important. If you're having fun with it, you're gonna do a lot better for sure.
We didn't form this team to win one event. We want to win them all, so we just got to get back home, celebrate a little bit, but then get right back on the grind and just keep improving so we don't allow any teams to catch up to us.
I'm gonna be serious though for a second. I usually am funny and stupid, but I want to say I couldn't have done it without my teammates. Actually, I probably could have, but we got a lot of criticism in the beginning of the year, but I couldn't be happier to get this first championship for Matt, just because I know the amount of work that he puts in and day out, and how much of a super fan, it's kind of weird to be honest, that he is. On top of that, I made this all top of the dome. Let's run it up for 3 more chips. Go.
When we were going to our first event at CWL Vegas, we got absolutely trampled. To think back where my mindset was then and how I felt, to then fast forward later down the road and to win a tournament and to fulfill that promise that I made to everybody, that Eric and I made that promise to everybody, it was just a phenomenal feeling.